We are just about 10 seconds away from action here, getting the second half of Arizona versus Treasure Valley here at 2017 BESTERNS in Denver, Colorado. My name is Justice Feelgood Marshall, and right now, Arizona is trying to become the first team of the day to actually game as the high seed. In the previous 5 games, all of the high seeds have fallen in upset losses. Right now, though, Arizona leads Treasure Valley, the 2 seed over the 10 seed, 140 to 66. One of the most effective jammers here this weekend. Any team. Lose Chaos is through it. Manages to stay on her feet. Nice spin move. Taking 5, pleasing the crowd with that one. Now Lose Chaos is going to get a little help from, looks like that was Lynette Zurek, banging open a hole for Lose, and Lose Chaos as the second half opens. 148 Arizona, 66 Treasure Valley. 1 minute deep into the second half. Looking back at our penalty situation so far, 21 penalties in the game so far for Arizona, 16 for Treasure Valley. The only skater in any penalty trouble is Arizona's Don't Blink. She has 4. No one else has more than 3 so far. Back in action is lead jammer for Arizona. Stash knocking on a triple zone in the 10th city. Arizona 1 pass away from a 100-point margin here. However, it doesn't look like West Coast Mafia is going to be able to make it happen on this jam. Has to call it off with just those 5. Score remains 162 to Arizona, 66 total for Treasure Valley. We have about 26 minutes left in the second half here. Block and Decker as Arizona blocker puts herself right in the Treasure Valley D. Doesn't work out this time as Loose Chaos is knocked to the outfield by Kiki Chaos. But Loose Chaos still won't be denied. Takes a bit longer than usual, but it's lead jammer again for Loose Chaos, who now gets nailed by On a Highway to Hell, but remains upright. Once again, using those sleek moves to get through. Calmly calls it off with all 5 points. Arizona now up by 101, 167 to 66. We have about 25 minutes left to play in this game. Arizona looks like they're solidly in control. Treasure Valley is going to need a whole lot of things to start going right here in this half if they're going to make up the significant deficit they've fallen into over the opening 35 minutes. Ella Snow Fury now jams for Treasure Valley, but it's Chokia Latte through smoothly after about 8 seconds of work. Star is off for Treasure Valley. Ella Snow Fury trying to get it in the hands of Sinister Kate, but Sinister Kate might be a little bit too far away. The Star has to go to the Star stash. Gets bumped out of bounds by Coots, but it's not enough to keep her in the pack. Ella Snow Fury is out after the Star Stash. Plenty of time, though, for Chocolate to finish off her scoring pass. She claimed all 5 and takes that to the bench. 172 for Arizona, 66 for Treasure Valley. Treasure Valley calls their second timeout with 24 minutes and 3 seconds left on the second half clock. So once again, if you're watching, you're probably familiar with the fact that WFTDA has changed their tournament structure this year. Since 2013, I should say, the playoff structure has been a 40-team Division I playoff and a 20-team Division II playoff. Things changing a little bit this year with the cutoff. 37 through 52 going on to Division II. So some of these teams are in a weird ranking situation where last year they would have qualified for playoffs, but this year Kansas City at 54, Sacred City at 56, Boulder County at 57, and Jet City at 58 are currently all sitting where they would qualify for Div 2 last year, but this year are sitting just outside the cusp. Of course, Jet City making a good case for moving up with a strong Cinderella story so far this weekend. They are moving on to the semifinals tomorrow from the 9 seed. Meanwhile, in the current game action, Stashbot tries to spin around to stay in bounds, but unfortunately for her, cuts the track. However, Kill Switch and Skate also hit the box at all the same time, so we're going the full 2 minutes as both jammers hit the box for just instants there and are back up and fighting with still 1:30 left in the jam. This time, Stashbot threw cleanly, but of course, lead jammer no longer available. Kill Switch and Skate not getting a whole lot of offensive help right here, and it's slowing her down significantly in the straightaway. Meanwhile, Stashbot knocked out of bounds by Scarlet Danger, who's been a real powerhouse all day long in both this game and the previous one. So slowing Arizona's roll a little bit. Once again, Scarlet Danger alone in the front of the pack. Raggedy Annihilation tried to cut off Stashbot, could not do so, and for her troubles, looks like Raggedy Annihilation hitting the penalty box. Judging by her facial expression, I think that she did not think highly of that call, but that's neither here nor there. Looking for more points is Stashbot, trying to find a way out of Scarlet Danger, who's once again being a beast out there in the front, but Stashbot is able to navigate it. Gets through for 5 more points, 10-0 so far for Arizona, is with a full-length jam right now coming to its end. 5 seconds remain. Scarlet Danger once again able to slow down. Oh, not just slow down. Stashbot's going to go to the box on the back block, and once again, clearly not agreeing with the call, but she will sit for 30 seconds, and that will give Treasure Valley badly needed power jam advantage here. An official review has been called by Arizona, perhaps on that jammer penalty. My position here as the broadcast announcer, I am directly behind the penalty box, so that means I get to see everybody's face on the way to the penalty box. Stashbot did not look like the kind of person who thought that she was guilty of the alleged crime. So let's see if perhaps Arizona is challenging it. Either way, Arizona does look to be solidly in control. They lead 185-66 with 21 minutes and 51 seconds left on a stopped clock right now. We were talking about playoff cutoffs. The 2 teams that came into this weekend already set to appear in Division 1 playoffs this year, if their rankings hold. That would be number 26 Tucson and number 30 Arizona, the only teams over that Division 1 cutoff. Arizona looking pretty good here in their game against Treasure Valley. However, Tucson is definitely going to need to get some good results in later this weekend, as they definitely are going to be hurt by their loss earlier today. Number 26 in the world, Tucson, the number 1 seed in the tournament, losing to number 58 Jet City by a significant total of 209 to 119, a 90-point win to a team that was 32 points below them in the rankings. So Tucson definitely going to see a rankings hit from that. Jet City is going to be hoping that that result will be able to pop them up from number 58 and potentially into Division 1 contention territory. Once again, that cutoff for Division 2 this year is number 52. Still waiting on the result of this official review. Looks like some NSOs are over in the penalty box talking to the Jammer stash bot. And Stashbot has been freed. Freedom for Stashbot. A victorious official review, it appears, for Arizona Roller Derby. So, bringing joy to the hearts of bent coaches everywhere. Victorious in the official review is Arizona. And it's Lose Chaos, lead Jammer in under 2 seconds, going up the inside line. Lose Chaos, speed, agility, and jukes, making it look easy on that pass. And now trying to catch up to her opposing number, Dawn of the Shred, looking for that lap point, calls it off. Don't know if she made it all the way there. In fact, she did. 5 points for Lose Chaos, picking up that lap point at the very, very end. Our new score, Arizona 190, Treasure Valley 66. 21 minutes left to play in the second half here. Cherry F-Bomb takes a start for Treasure Valley. Her opposing number is West Coast Mafia for Arizona. West Coast Mafia runs into the back of On a Highway to Hell. And when I say runs into the back of, apparently commits a back block. Power jam for Treasure Valley now. Cherry F-Bomb all alone for 30 seconds here. Gets knocked out of bounds by D's Nuts and forced to recycle. Still on initial pass. One to beat is D's Nuts. Now Arizona tries to string out block, and Decker is going to be the string, keeping Arizona's blockers in play. Successfully so. Got D's Nuts and Colette Razorcat up there. Still holding back Cherry F-Bomb, who is finally declared lead after 55 seconds. Out of the box and through is West Coast Mafia. Cherry F-Bomb is able to call it, but 0 points for Treasure Valley. Man, rough break right there for the team from Boise, as they have had a really hard time coming across points so far in this second half. Let me rephrase that. When I say a really hard time, I mean an impossible time. They have not scored at all in this half. The score so far in the half, 50 for Arizona, 0 for Treasure Valley after 10 minutes and 26 seconds of second half play. Nothing doing on the scoreboard for Treasure Valley, and that was their best opportunity so far, but got blanked. Currently in an official timeout. Official timeout has come to an end. And this jam finds Ella Snow Fury for Treasure Valley up against Chokia Latte for Arizona. Through and lead, Ella Snow Fury for Treasure Valley. Treasure Valley looking for their first points of the half. Out, but about a half track behind is Chokia Latte. Here's Ella's chance. Hits that Arizona tripod. Runs into the back of Just West. Oh, the track cut on Treasure Valley. Ella Snow Fury has an opportunity to get differential, turn it into a penalty. And now Arizona likely to come out on the better side of this jam. It's going to be a full 2 minutes with Chokia Latte wearing the star for Arizona. And Ella Snow Fury going to spend 30 seconds here in the penalty box. Arizona hits the 200-point margin on that pass right there, as Chokia Latte tries to bang her way past on a highway to hell. Anna able to slow her down momentarily, and this time it's Ragged Annihilation taking over the defensive duties And Chocolate sent all the way to the back. Ella Snow Fury has returned from the penalty box, trying to sneak her way around Jess West. And now it's Chocolate's turn to go to the box. And now it's Ella Snow Fury's turn to go to the box again. 3 Jammer penalties so far in this frame. So that one's a very quick penalty, as both Jammers spend just a few instants in the box each. Current score 200 for Arizona, 66 for Treasure Valley. 5 seconds remain in this jam, and it looks like Chocolate has gone back to the penalty box as jammer. That means both jammers went to the box twice in this jam. Not what you love to see as a jammer or a bench coach. So penalties piling up for the point scorers right there after a chaotic penalty-ridden jam. 2:05 for Arizona, 71 for Treasure Valley. That jam went 15-5. Good news for Treasure Valley. They finally got back on the board after 13 full minutes of nothing. Bad news, though, they got a long way to go for Kill Switch and Skate, who has a little bit of a power jam left here against Chocolate, who now stands in the penalty box. Kill Switch unable to bang her way past Don't Blink. Trying to get out of turn 2 right now. Arizona's defense resilient. Kill Switch, one to beat in the front. Finally able to get her way past Kalaka. Lead jammer for Treasure Valley. Kill Switch and Skate. Chocolate is out, and I don't know if they got that jam called in time. They did not. Ends up going 2-3. I'm sorry, scoreboard change 2-2 as Arizona stole points at the whistles, and that equalizes the jam. Treasure Valley unable to cut into that lead at all. The new score, 2:07 Arizona, 73 Treasure Valley. We got about 15 minutes and 40 seconds left to play in this game. Treasure Valley gives the star to Dawn of the Shred. Lose Chaos, the ace for Arizona. Once again, finds a way around the outside with such deceptive speed for Lose Chaos. Able to take that outside, no one able to cut her off. She has lead and is now looking to sneak her way around for more points. Effectively doing so, gets around Ariela's spine. Draped all over her for that spin move. Loose Chaos is going to keep this one running. Oh, Loose Chaos, what a beautiful move. She went real low to duck that hit from Sinister Kate. Went under her hip and picked up 5 in doing so. Don't Blink sucking number 462, Dawn of the Shred to the back. Loose Chaos through again, calls it off. And Treasure Valley just having a heck of a time trying to slow down Loose Chaos, who has picked up a 14-2 run right there and given Arizona a commanding 221-75 point lead. 14 minutes and change remaining in this game. West Coast Mafia jamming for Arizona. Cherry F-bomb for Treasure Valley. And lead jammer goes to Arizona's West Coast Mafia. She's going to have a shot at the back of Treasure Valley's defense here. Takes out one Treasure Valley blocker. Didn't see the number right there. She's forced to call it. Does pick up 3 and keeps Arizona's lead growing. They now have 224. To 75 for Treasure Valley. The score in this half so far: Arizona 84, Treasure Valley just 9. Arizona had a very strong first half and has only gotten better as the game has gone on. Right now, I've got Stash Bot for Arizona with the star against Ella Snow Fury, who gets knocked out of bounds by Lynette Zurich. Lynette going to the box on a forearm. Lead jammer status has gone to Stash Bot, and now box Ella Snow Fury power jam Tent City Terrors. Stash Bot knocked to the outside of turn 2 by Raggedy Annihilation, who is there to meet her as she enters the pack in the far back. Now Raggedy Annihilation sent to the box as well. Penalties hampering Treasure Valley's abilities right now. As Stash Bot, nice cut to the middle, goes right up the gut of the Treasure Valley defense for another 5. 10 points so far for Stash Bot in this jam. Ella Snow Fury is returning from the box. Stash Bot, though, barely slowed down on her third scoring pass. That's now 14 so far for Arizona. Stash Bot looking to make it even more. Through again with 5 more, a 19-0 run. Arizona feeling powerful right here. Ella Snow Fury sucked all the way. I'm sorry, the star has been passed. Sinister Kate now with the star for Treasure Valley. Does manage to battle her way through. There are only 20 seconds left in the jam, though. And Stash Bot calls it, raises her hands in victory. And a well-deserved celebration there. That was a 23-point jam. Arizona by far with the biggest lead of the weekend so far. 247-75. Official review being called by Arizona. Remember, they already called and won one so far tonight, or in this half, I should say. So regardless of whether or not they win this one, they will not retain that review. Taking a look at the penalty box situation. Looks like there's only one in the box. That is Arizona's Kalaka. So hard to tell from here what the review is about. Presumably it's going to be involving the jammer, as we can see Arizona's bench coach miming the removal of the star cap. So from body language, I'm guessing this is something involving the star pass to Sinister Kate late in that jam. Referees will talk it over, and we'll see what we get out of that one. And once again, let's look at where we stand right now in the advancement rounds. Right now in the final 4 currently have 2 teams, both Cinderella teams. The number 9 seed Jet City, ranked 58, has already scored 2 upsets over the 8 seed Boulder, and the top seed Tucson. They have entered the final 4, and they will face off against the winner of Wasatch versus Rocky Mountain. That game coming up following this one. On the other side of the final 4 bracket, the other Cinderella, Sac City from Sacramento. They also have 2 upset wins over the 6 seed Kansas City and the 3 seed No Coast. So the bottom seed of the entire tournament has reached the final 4. They will almost certainly play Arizona in the final 4 tomorrow. That game at 6 p.m. They'll have their work cut out for them, as Arizona looking very strong and may be the tournament favorite now that No Coast and Tucson have both been eliminated from advancement. Official review continues. Once again, my name is Justice Feelgood Marshall. This is coverage of the 2017 BESTERNS from the Foothills Fieldhouse in Denver, Colorado. 11 teams playing 19 sanctioned games over the course of 3 days, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. on Friday and Saturday. And Sunday's action going to be running from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., all those times Mountain. You were talking about how the 11-team structure has led to a somewhat different bracket than you're used to seeing. The way it works out here is that the team that ends up finishing 7th will be the only team to not play on Sunday. All the other teams will play. We're getting our official review. Looks like Arizona was looking for a low block. It was unclear on who it was being requested on, but bottom line is they didn't win it. So Arizona loses their review, and Treasure Valley will keep their box empty. Kill, Switch, and Skate takes the Jam Star for Treasure Valley, and Shokia Latte jams for Arizona. Once again, Treasure Valley in the white and black and green, and Arizona in the black and pink. Arizona, one of the most veteran teams in the history of WFTDA, participating in the very first interleague games ever, along with Texas and Tucson, way back in 2004 when we were all babies. Number 5, Reggae Annihilation, has gone to the box as a blocker for Treasure Valley. Meanwhile, lead jammer status goes to Chokia Latte for Arizona. Chokia Latte through with a rather easy 5 on that one. Treasure Valley definitely looking a little gassed on this jam right now. Jam will come to an end with an 8-0 run for Arizona. Now leads 255-75. Talk about pouring it on. Treasure Valley has not broken double digits in this half. Only 9 points total for them. Meanwhile, Arizona is now 115 on the half. So once again, this half so far, 115-9. Arizona looking very, very strong and not looking like they're flagging at all as the game continues. Lose Chaos jamming for Arizona up against Dawn of the Shred for Treasure Valley. Lose Chaos a little bit slower than usual getting lead jammer, but in the end it is still Lose Chaos taking it in about 20 seconds worth of fighting. Now coming around for her first scoring pass. Gets knocked to the infield by On a Highway to Hell. Now Treasure Valley all meets up in the back and putting all that defense on Lose Chaos. She's stuck in a 4-on-1 situation as Arizona can only bridge. That's Jess West playing as the bridge right there. But Lose Chaos, not needing any help to get out of that situation, breaks through with 4 on that pass and is going to call it before Dawn of the Shred can penetrate for points. Block and Decker hits the box as Arizona's as pivot at the very end of that jam, but 4 more points for Arizona and a new score of Arizona 259, Treasure Valley 75. We have just about 8 minutes and 15 seconds left to play in this game. Arizona will in fact become the 3rd team to reach our Final Four, where they will face off against 11 seed Sac City. Arizona ranked number 30. Sac City ranked number 63. The lowest seed of the 11 at this tournament. Block and Decker stands as Arizona's blocker as Sherry F-Bomb and West Coast Mafia are out there battling through their initial pass. Block and Decker hunting Cherry F-Bomb from the rear, trying to get that angle on her. Lead jammer status going to go to Arizona on the back of West Coast Mafia. Meanwhile, Cherry F-Bomb decked into the infield. D's Nuts there to meet her as she returns to play. Now West Coast Mafia trying to find a way up the inside line. Aurelia Spine unable to hold her back. That's a 5-point pass for Arizona. And Treasure Valley still stuck at 9 points on the entire half as Arizona just keeps pouring it on. Now up to 264-75. A statement game right here for Arizona. Once again, one of the big story all day long here is that the first 5 games were all upsets, most of them actual blowouts in favor of the lower ranked team. Arizona putting an end to that with authority as they are shutting down the lower ranked Treasure Valley right now. Ella Snow Fury not giving up. She's trying to get around Helen Wheels and Jess West at the front of the pack. Also some help being given out there by Kalaka. You see Lynette Zurek is in between the green and the black packs trying to keep her blockers in play. Neither jammer having a whole lot of luck. Arizona's jammer is Chokia Latte. Chokia Latte is brought all the way to the back by the ubiquitous Scarlet Danger. And lead jammer goes to Ella Snow Fury as Treasure Valley finally likely to break double digits here. They do so as Ella Snow Fury gets around with a spin. Picks up 4-0, an extremely rare jam win for Treasure Valley right there. They move that score to 264-79, favoring Arizona. Now just a matter of time, about 5 minutes left to play into this game. We are back in action here. Kill Switch and Skate is jamming for Treasure Valley. However, Lose Chaos, the irrepressible Lose Chaos, is out with lead. It gets knocked out of bounds by Sinister Kate and brought all the way back. Meanwhile, Just Blink doing the same thing to Kill Switch and Skate. Lose Chaos knocked down and out of bounds by Scarlet Danger. And now Lose has to come all the way behind Raggedy Annihilation to start over. Unfortunately for Treasure Valley, they have lost their jammer. Kill Switch and Skate in the box. Power Jam. Lose Chaos. 5 points. Lose Chaos. As we are now ticking down into the final 4 minutes of the game. Lose Chaos with that calm but effect. Oh, what a beautiful jump by Lose Chaos. Doing a 180, landing on her toe stops and calling it off as she comes around. So good that Lose Chaos, giving Arizona a 10-0, moving the total to 274 for Arizona, 79 for Treasure Valley. 3:30 left on the period clock when this next jam begins. All smiles on the Arizona bench, and rightly so. They are now the remaining high seed, the only bye seed to remain in the advancement rounds now, as number 1 Tucson, number 3 No Coast eliminated already by underdogs. Here in this jam, Chokia Latte has been sent to the box on a forearm and enters the box in a displeased fashion. That leaves Dawn of the Shred as the sole jammer on the track for Treasure Valley. She's through lead jammer, Dawn of the Shred. A rare chance here for Treasure Valley to pick up some points. Treasure Valley going to play fully passive offense here as they want to turn their attention to Chokia Latte. All 4 in the back pick up Chokia Latte. My apologies, that is Stashbot, not Chokia Latte, coming out of the box. And looks like Ragged Annihilation waving her hands wildly, saying that she was a track cut target. The referees agree. Another jammer penalty on Stashbot. 2 in the same jam. So this is the second time it's happened to Stashbot in this game. And that means that Dawn of the Shred has some space to pick up 5-0 so far and some time to go for more. About 30 seconds left in the jam right now. She enters on her second scoring pass. Gets around. That's going to be 10 so far on the jam for Dawn of the Shred. She's going to call it to ice Stashbot in the box. You can see from Stashbot's body language is really, you're going to make me stand here in the box again. And Treasure Valley's jammer sort of nods at her. Either way, Arizona still in the driver's seat. 274 for Arizona, 89 for Treasure Valley, entering what could be the last jam. It will begin with exactly 1 minute and 19 seconds left to play on the period clock. The jam star being carried on the helmet of Cherry F-Bomb. Stashbot from the box is able to claim lead jammer from Purgatory. And now swoops around Cherry F-Bomb for the lap point. Through is Cherry F-Bomb. And now Stashbot thinks about calling it. Arizona, though, looks like they want to end the game on this jam. She looked at her bench. They gave her the keep going signal. They're now 40 seconds left on the period clock. So presumably Arizona going to run this one to the end of the period time. Now 30 seconds remain. Stashbot is through. She is leading this jam 10-0. I believe we have some points up for Cherry F-Bomb, which have not yet hit the big board. Or the small board, I should say. Lynette Zurich is hitting the box as Arizona blocker, where she joins Chokia Latte, a 4-2 pack right now, favoring Treasure Valley. But what's not favoring Treasure Valley is that Cherry F-Bomb just went to the penalty box. Let's see what Arizona does now as time expired. They had a power jam, but decided to take the guaranteed points. They call it off during the power jam, and they will win this game solidly. Our unofficial score, Arizona 286, Treasure Valley 92. The first time this weekend that the top seed has actually won the game. Our final four taking form here. One of those semifinal games will be the bottom seed of the tournament, Sac City. After two upsets so far over Kansas City and No Coast, they have reached the final four. Their reward is meeting up with Arizona, the highest remaining seed. We have a final. The final has been made on the scoreboard. Final score, Arizona 285, Treasure Valley 92. The rankings hold for once, and we've only got one more game on the docket for Friday, as Rocky Mountain tries to get one more upset on Friday's action as they go up against Wasatch. That game coming up in a half hour. Do hope you will stick around for that one. Rocky Mountain, of course, the host league. They are ranked number 46 in the WFTDA, trying to stay in the hunt for Division II playoffs. Remember, the cutoff is number 52, and their opponent ranked just one spot above them, Wasatch, number 45. A battle that's going to affect not just the conclusion of this year's BESTERNS, but could very well have ripple effects in whether or not Wasatch or Rocky Mountain are able to stay in Division II and reach playoffs again. My name is Justice Feelgood Marshall. I am out of here for the day. I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Coming up next, as we just said, Rocky Mountain looking for the win against Wasatch. Do stick around for the action of 2017.